What's up, guys? ownedbytamater here. Welcome back to my What Gun Wednesday, where you guys tell me the guns, the attachments, the perks, proficiencies, kill streaks, really anything and everything you can think of to specify in my created class, and I do my very best to get you a gameplay with whatever setup that is. If you want to suggest a gun setup, a created class setup, leave a comment in the comment section below and just list what you want me to use. And every week I'll pick one of those comments from one of the videos in the past and do my very best to get a decent gameplay with it, or a good gameplay, a good score. And to be honest with you guys, this series is the one I have to work on the longest each week out of my 3 videos, because the other 2 videos can be about anything. I can be, using the PP90, or I could be using the Type 95. Really, whatever situation happened that I did well in, I can put that up as a game. But with the What Gun Wednesdays, I have to adjust my playstyle constantly each week to the new gun, depending on if it's an assault rifle, if it's a submachine gun, if it's a shotgun especially. You have to move differently depending on which gun is in your hand. And that was a really hard concept for me to grasp with this shotgun. I was so used to always using a submachine gun or an assault rifle, so if I met someone pretty close range but not all up in your face, I could usually take them out, pretty easily. I never thought twice about it. It's just see somebody turn and shoot. And even when I did my striker gameplay, that gun was never too bad for range, especially when you level it up. You attach range to it, you attach extended mags, you can spray people out from a long ways away. And with the spas, it was so painful to level it up. Unless you're really, really close to the enemy, it's usually a 2-shot kill. Before you get, damage or range and extended mags. It's usually a 2-shot kill, which, to be honest, with the spas, you don't really have time for. You don't have time to shoot, cock your gun, re-aim, and shoot again. I mean, it can be done, but if the enemy has a pretty high sensitivity and you shoot once and you're going to cock and they're jumping all sideways, all goofy, and trying to turn around, they can get you a fair amount of the time before you get aim for your second shot. And even after leveling it up and getting the damage or range and extended mags, it was still really unpredictable. I mean, at times it would do really well and take people out from a massive range in, one shot. And then other times you're really up close and, up close and personal with the enemy, and it still takes 2 shots. I don't know, it's like a gamble. It's, you're flipping a coin each time you shoot somebody to see if you're actually going to hit them or not, or if it's actually going to kill them or not. And I was having the hardest time adjusting my movements and my gameplay style to this shotgun, because it was so different from the other guns I had been trying to use. The funny thing is that I'd been trying countless games to get a decent score with the spas. And I would get, average scores. I'd have, 10, 15, maybe 20 deaths. But that's not, gameplay commentary worthy. I was getting frustrated that I couldn't get a solid game with this gun. And before this game, Ronnie Tater called, and I was talking to him while playing this game, and I had my phone on my shoulder, holding it up to my ear, cock-headed, just looking at the screen all sideways, and trying to keep my aim on par while holding a conversation with him. And while I obviously didn't have my headset on anymore, because if I did, I wouldn't be able to hear him. I think the main reason that I was able to pull a gameplay out of this game while talking to him and having slightly decreased accuracy was because I took it, a bit slower than I was originally doing. Before, I would want to always be in the action, always be up close and personal with the enemy. I would be running to really high trafficked areas where I had honestly no business going with a shotgun, especially a shotgun of this caliber, a pump action that sometimes, even with damage, is going to take me 2 shots at pretty close range. I just couldn't help myself, but I'm always wanting to be right in the action, always getting kills and just kind of messing with the enemies. Well, that's really, you can't really play that way with this shotgun. I mean, you might be able to just crap on a whole bunch of noobs that don't know how to aim, just like running through their bullets and get close and just smash them out with your spas. But it's much more strategic and tactical if you can tell yourself that you need to not be in the main, I don't know, main sights of fire, the main gun blazing areas where, you know, you're gonna get caught long range. And I think since I was kind of distracted, I wasn't paying full attention, that it actually worked a little bit in my advantage due to the fact that I was taking it a little bit slower. I was paying a little bit more attention to where the enemies were at, I mean majorly at, and how to maneuver to get, you know, close quarters with said enemy. And I don't know, this is the best game I could get with the spas. I went from getting games with, you know, 10, 15, or 20 deaths to a game while I was talking on the phone, halfway concentrating, and only getting 4 deaths. I don't know, I guess I was being a lot more, maybe the people in the lobby just sucked, but in my eyes I think I was being a little bit more stealthy than I normally would be. Like, even with the spas on Fallen, I was running out into the wide open areas just because I wanted to see the enemies and constantly know where they're at. But the problem with that is, whenever I see them, obviously they're going to see me, and most people use an assault rifle or a submachine gun on the game, so, you know, that was, you know, no luck for me, no hope, unless I managed to run away before they killed me. As for my overall review for this gun, I don't really recommend leveling this particular shotgun up if you're planning on prestiging. Just due to the fact that it's oh my gosh. Just due to the fact that it is so unpredictable and it's really difficult to actually level up. You're gonna be getting really frustrated with this gun. And constantly when I was leveling up the gun, I kept thinking, you know, if I only had insert gun here, my PP90 or my M4A1 or really any automatic gun. If I was like, if I only had that, I would have, you know, taken out all of them, and I would have got a Moab in 5 seconds and just been amazing. Not that extreme, obviously, but I was honestly thinking that a majority of the time when I was trying to level up this gun, and I was struggling to get kills in free-for-all. I was struggling to, you know, place in 3rd and 2nd on free-for-all, when normally it's always a blowout for me, unless I get in a good lobby. Usually it's, you know, pretty lengthy 1st place finish. So unless you're just kind of messing around, you're just wanting a goofy gun to use where you don't really care about getting a really nice massive score, I don't recommend this gun unless maybe you're trying to get all the attachments and everything for all the guns and you're not planning on prestiging. Then by all means level it up once and not have to worry about it again. But if you're going to level it up and just to prestige and lose it all and have to go through it again, I don't really recommend that. It's frustrating to a point. I mean, it can be fun to use. It's, you know, obviously it's a shotgun, and it can be really fun to do well and just murk people with a, you know, good shotgun where all your shots just seem to be just blasting them. No matter how far you are, it's just one-shot kills. That can always be fun, but this one is so unpredictable, and a lot of the times you're going to end up getting 2, maybe 3-shot kills. It's not so fun to keep dying because you keep getting assists. There were several times I'd have like 20 assists in a game because, you know, I kept running around the corner, jumping around, shooting, and it just be a hit marker and they spray me down. But anyways, guys, that's my review on this gun. That's my personal feelings. You may love this gun, and I may have not done it justice with my gameplay. But remember, this is just my personal feelings towards the gun. Nothing set in stone. I mean, you might go amazing style with this gun. Just run around killing people cross map with it. But anyways, guys, this has been Owned by Tomater. Remember to leave your gun suggestions in the comment section below. Later, guys.